People rarely tell you how they feel directly anymore. We live in a dating culture defined by the poker face, where people often hide romantic interest to avoid the vulnerability of being the first to speak. This creates a frustrating gap between what someone feels and what they say. If you rely solely on explicit flirting or wait for a direct confession, you might miss a connection that is actually quite strong. However, the brain has a difficult time keeping secrets. Psychologists refer to this as cognitive leakage, the process where subconscious biological reactions reveal a person's true feelings, even when they are trying to appear neutral. When you recognize these leaks, the mystery starts to dissolve. You gain a clearer picture of the situation by observing specific biological responses that often occur long before someone finds the words to explain them. The first sign is the memory leak. Every day, the brain is bombarded with mundane information. To save energy, it naturally filters out and discards the vast majority of these trivial details. Attention follows emotional interest. Remembering tiny details means their brain bypassed the filter, flagging you as significant. This leads to the second sign, the behavioral short circuit. Everyone has a predictable baseline. Hidden attraction forces a sudden deviation, overcompensating with unusual quietness or nervous energy. When someone prioritizes your minor details and loses their usual composure in your presence, their subconscious is signaling that you have become a focal point of their attention. The third sign is the logic override. Platonic conversations typically follow a logical path. Two people exchange information, reach a conclusion, and then the interaction ends efficiently. Attraction shifts the priority from efficiency to presence. This causes a person to subconsciously manufacture random questions or find excuses to prolong the interaction long after the original topic has been exhausted. This focus also creates the fourth sign, observational hypervigilance. Generally, humans are unobservant. We rarely notice minor shifts in someone's environment or subtle changes in their daily presentation. But emotional interest turns the brain into a high-functioning monitor. If someone immediately notices a micro shift in mood or energy that others miss, they are monitoring your presence with a level of detail usually reserved for those they find important. Investing extra time into an interaction and maintaining this level of micro-observation are strong indicators of how much mental and emotional space you occupy for them. The fifth leak is one of the most visible biological signs of connection: mirroring. The body instinctively seeks alignment with people it feels connected to. If you lean forward or tilt your head and they unconsciously match that posture seconds later, their body is attempting to establish rapport. Before any words are spoken, this is known as motor neuron synchronization. It is a deeply ingrained biological response that happens entirely outside of their conscious control. This level of physical synchronization is a powerful indicator of connection. It shows the subconscious mind attempting to bridge the gap between two people, often before they have even acknowledged the feeling to themselves. You don't have to wait for a spoken confession to understand the dynamics of a relationship. By observing these behaviors, you can see the reality of the situation more clearly. Keep an eye out for those 5 leaks: the retention of tiny memories, the disruption of their normal baseline, the logic-defying excuses to keep talking, the hypervigilance toward your mood, and the involuntary mirroring of movements. Human biology is difficult to override. Even when the mouth stays silent, the body reveals the internal state through small, uncontrollable behaviors. Next time you're unsure about someone's feelings, stop trying to read between the lines of what they say and start watching what they cannot control.